Hey peeps, it's Donna here. Just thought I would come to talk to you today about the roller coaster of emotions that I've been having lately. I've been watching videos like you wouldn't believe. I've been doing my research. I've been making phone calls. I thought I was close at one point to being able to do a self-pay here in Canada, and turned out that when I phoned to talk to them about it, the lady was really snotty to me and immediately said, this is a government paid program. We don't do self-pay here. Okay, I get it. Anyways, as snaggy as she was, kind of pushed me to start looking into Mexico. So I've been watching people's journeys in Mexico and, trying to find a reputable clinic and doctor. And, I thought I had one picked out, and it turns out the next video I watched was of a couple of ladies who had surgery with this doctor, and then found out, I don't know, a month or 2 months later, something like that, that their pouches were not as small as they were supposed to be. So I kind of, they felt like they were ripped off, and as a result, I didn't want to, I don't know, I got chicken feet again. It would be fast to get it done in Mexico. And by the way, I think I've decided, if it's my choice, unless a doctor tells me, oh no, this isn't for you, that the gastric bypass is what's for me. Simply because of my BMI. And my BMI, I think yesterday morning I stepped on the scale, and the scale tells me my BMI, and it was 52.5. Ugh. And okay, so because of my BMI and because of my medical problems, I'm a diabetic, I have sleep apnea, I have a kidney disease, but I don't know that that's necessarily a reason for it. But anyways, kidneys aren't going to get better because I lose weight. So it'd be cheap in Mexico, but I don't know. I just keep going back and forth. The ladies this is Lulu and Sony's journey, is where are the ladies whose videos I was watching, and funny ladies. But I really took to heart what they said, and about their complications or their disappointment in the procedure. And it got me thinking, they got back to me and said there's nothing wrong with the doctor. They got treated really well and stuff. They should have just inquired about the pouch size when they do the procedure. And I thought, okay, cool. Another thing to know, another thing to write down, another thing to ask about. But then it got me thinking, I'm almost doing this really quickly, even though I know I got over a 2-year wait, probably 3 years until on the wait list here in Canada. But if I go to Mexico, I think it can be done like within a month or 6 weeks or something like that. I thought, I'm doing this, if I do this, it'll be done so quickly that maybe I won't have all my facts. And you don't know the questions to ask if you don't know about it, right? So I thought, I think what I really need to do, even though it's a very long waiting list in Canada, maybe I wait, or maybe I decide that instead of jumping into this in Mexico, I wait 6 months. I notice a lot of people, for their insurance in the States and stuff, they have to do a 6-month diet and lose, I think, 10%, 5%, I don't know, something like that, of their current body weight. And so I'm thinking 6 months is probably a pretty reasonable time to do my research and stuff. And you know, my husband's on board with Mexico. One of my sons is on board with Mexico. The other one I haven't really talked to a lot, but and he's not sure about it, but he hasn't really looked into it either. So again, not totally giving up on the whole Mexico thing, but I think I do need to give it some time. And so yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And you know, there's a lot of things I should be doing in the meantime. I've already given up fast food. I haven't had it in over a month. I've given up pop. Haven't had that. I don't even know how long. I keep saying 10 months, but I've been saying 10 months for probably a couple months. And what else? You know, what I really need to start working, I got some notes down here so you see me looking down, is start changing some of my home behaviors. I am eating most of my meals at home. That's a really good thing. But, and I'm not purchasing the things that I used to purchase, like the potato chips and ice cream and cookies. Mind you, most of the time when I purchase that kind of stuff, I always purchase stuff that I didn't really care for, but my husband could eat. But why should he be eating that stuff too, right? You know, he could stand to lose a couple of pounds. I'm not saying nothing like me, but you know, he doesn't need the junk food either, and you know, he can stay a little healthier. But like even like for our dinners and stuff, we eat a lot of potatoes. Not so much noodles anymore. I did get my husband does a lot of the cooking, and he used to do a dish called the noodle pot where he just throws everything together. And so I got him to separate the noodles from everything else, because everything else is fantastic. He always uses, you know, the stuff that should get used up in the fridge. So it's got usually a meat in it, whether it's chicken or moose. We eat a lot of moose meat. Or, and then I'll have like, you know, tomatoes and carrots and peas and sometimes potatoes, broccoli, you know, like it'll be like a really good, almost like a stew. And then he throws in the noodles. So like I said, yeah, I've got him to separate the noodles, and most of the time he's not even making the noodles anymore. So those kind of changes are working for me. I haven't really got into the working out yet, so I need to start doing that. Again, I'm outside, I'm looking around, make sure nobody's walking by. So I need to really get into my workouts, and I'm listening to everybody online following their journeys, and working out is something that you have to do after you have this done, walking especially. So I'm gonna try and find a good fitness tracker if anybody's got any ideas. I've heard I've had a Fitbit before. I didn't mind it, except it gave me a terrible rash on my arm, and I have such sensitive skin, and I'm not saying it was, well, it was directly because of the Fitbit. It didn't have a rash anywhere else, but it took like 9 or 10 months for it to heal. I think a little bit that's because just I have really sensitive skin, and I'm a diabetic, and I don't heal as quickly, and I'm 45 years old, so I don't heal as quickly as I did when I was younger. But it was also really bad. It was really bad. So I'm thinking, like, what about the iWatch, the Apple Watch, or whatever it is? Maybe that's a good option. I've looked into it. It's way more expensive, but it does so much more. So maybe that's something I should be looking into. If any of you guys have the Apple Watch, maybe you can let me know what you think of it. Just comment below. And yeah, so I've really got to start the exercising. My physio has stopped for my leg, and as a result of my physio stopping, I stopped everything. I stopped doing everything. But you know what I did do once? I'm going to pick this up again. I don't remember exactly what it was called, but I call it the toilet challenge. It's so every time you go to the bathroom, when you're done, wash your hands, whatever. While I'm still in the bathroom, I'll do 20 squats. And I found that really made a difference when I was doing that. So I think I'm going to start doing that again, as well as the walking and getting into the gym a little bit. I want to try and get in the gym, 6 days a week. And I figure if I can't get into the gym 6 days a week before this surgery, how am I going to do it after? Like, what makes me think that I'm going to actually do it after? So I think I have to commit to this kind of lifestyle and know that I can do it even before it gets done. I want to be one of the success stories and not one of the failure stories. So that's where I'm at right now. Like I said, I've had a whole roller coaster of emotions about the whole Mexico thing. Different, ups and downs with thinking I could get done in Canada, not getting it done in Canada, getting it done in Canada, and not getting it done in Canada. And, there's lots of tears and lots of anger and lots of joy when I thought it could happen. But anyways, that's where I'm at right now. I am going to go put on my runners and get out walking right now. Hope you all have a good day. And if you have any questions or anything for me or comments, like I said, put them down below. If you're not comfortable putting them below, I'm going to put a link to an email that I have specifically for my weight loss stuff. So that's schwig440 at yahoo.com. I will place that in the comment in the whatever below there. And yeah, please shoot me the questions, shoot me comments. What should I be doing? What should I not be doing? I don't know. Anyways, I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye. Okay, I'm not finished yet. I just looked at my notes and went, that's what I forgot. So, another thing I'm going to try at home is, like I said, the food thing. I gotta get it right. All my meals gotta start getting right. Not necessarily the small portions, that I'll be eating when I have the pouch, because that's just not enough food for a regular stomach, but the kinds of foods. And I want to tell you about this YouTube page that probably most of you know about, but I just recently came across it and I'm like, wow, I really love how easy a lot of the stuff is, and I think that's going to be really good, tasty and everything. So anyways, it's called Protein Treats. It's a YouTube channel, and I will be trying out a whole schwack of their stuff in the coming weeks, and I'll let you know how it is. My referral to the bariatric clinic at the Royal Jubilee Hospital in Victoria was sent on June 16th. So I'm already over a month closer to my surgery date, whenever that'll be. Alrighty. Peace out. Have a good day. Bye.